Hey there, my friend. Thanks for clicking. Today's videos, I don't know what they are about, but they must be crazy like always. Watch till the end because I know it will be getting creepier. Yeah, lots of love from this side.
Yeah, boy, I'm scared.
What the hell is that?
Bro, it's way bigger than the moon.
What is that? What is that?
I don't know. Yeah, look at the moon.
Why is it glowing?
Dude, what is that? Are you videoing that?
Yes.
That's actually
I'm on the top of a building in Cape Town and I don't know what this green glowing.
August 30th.
Oh my word. Wow.
2023.
What is that, guys?
Wow.
Creepy stuff all over, man. Oh, in that previous video about Morocco, what is that in the sky? That is crazy. Oh, and in this train, look at this train in other places. I don't know where this is, but this train is very long. Yo, you can see it is still passing. Is this one train, really? All those cabins in one train, what may it be transporting? Yo, anyone with an idea can share. You know, from this side of the world, you don't get to see such long trains. This one is extremely long. Oh, man. Well, it can be used to transport supplies for the whole country because, yo, this is crazy. Oh my God. I would like to understand if you guys or know if you have seen such a train somewhere with so many cabins. This is crazy. Look, it's still not yet done. Yo, this is, oh my God. Yo, what is this? What is this, another place? What's happening here? Is this oh, that looks like a spaceship. Some people or some creatures just entered and it.
High heels are a $45 billion industry, and it probably wouldn't surprise you too much to figure out that majority of the customer base are women. So it might surprise you to find out that high heels were originally invented for men. High-heeled shoes were originally invented in ancient Persia for men to wear while horseback riding. The heels would lock into the stirrups, securing them on the horse, especially when they would have to stand on the stirrups to shoot a bow, because horse archers were a fearsome weapon back in the day. And this actually isn't too surprising if you think about modern cowboy boots. Modern cowboy boots have the same heel functionality. Horses were really expensive, and so if you had high heels, that meant you had a horse, and if you could afford a horse, that meant you were very wealthy. And so high heels were a symbol of wealth and power and often manliness and strength. Eventually, this idea of high heels representing wealth and power made its way to Europe, and Western Europe became obsessed with Persian culture. So eventually, the high heel went from being less practical and showing wealth because you owned a horse to being more colorful and bejeweled and fancy, basically showing wealth because, look at me, I can afford these kind of useless shoes that look fancy and colorful that serve no real purpose. That's how much money I have. It was again a symbol of wealth and prosperity. So much so that King Louis XIV, the King of France, became the world's biggest high heel shoe collector, even being painted with shoes, and that trend of getting your painting done with high heels even spread to kings of England. Now, the reason that women started to wear high heels was in the 1630s, women started to masculinize their outfits in protest of men's power in society. They were protesting against them not having any power, and so they started to dress like men by wearing high heels. Eventually, high heels became gendered, men's high heels became more muted and thick and short, and women's high heels became more extravagant and long and thin. Now, men eventually stopped wearing heels because of the perceived feminization of the heels, and women eventually stopped wearing heels as well because they're an impractical shoe. It wasn't until the 19th century that the high heel was brought back when photography was popularized, because high heels began to be used to create seductive photography. This created a sexualized view of the high heel, which persists to this day. I just think this story is so fascinating. The high heel, which originally was seen as a symbol of masculinity and wealth and power, and eventually transformed into a shoe of protest against that power of men, only to disappear and be brought back hundreds of years later as a sex symbol. I just think this is a really neat story. I hope you do too. I'll see you in the next one, and stay curious. Bye, everybody.
Oh, that is just crazy. A lot of videos have passed, and that video about feminism still looks like the feminism agenda started a long time ago. Who knows, even this story about putting on trousers by women, I don't know, but you can share your thoughts about it. Maybe soon they'll start growing beards. Yeah, keep watching. And about that previous video that passed in Greece, I think, where they were showing Greece, or is it a place in Greece that was flooded and the houses and trees were covered by water? That is very sad, man. Yo, send love to those people, and wherever they are, may they have breakthrough. That's just sad. So sad, man. Let's keep watching.
Here it comes. There it is, Billy. I see it up here. Dude, yep, go.
They love girls, but we are in the middle.
Dang. Yep. My Jeep's gone. My Jeep's gone.
Yeah. You there, love?
Yeah. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Look up there.
Yo, does this look real? This looks like a fake. You don't think this is a fake, man? Share your thoughts about it. How can this be? What do you call this? A flying horse? Or
See, a lot of people think that I don't believe in God because I don't believe in religion. And the fact of the matter is, and I've said this 1,000 times, but some people are just finding me for the first time. I believe in a creator of the universe, of the multiverse even. Because why? My studies in quantum physics have showed me that there is proof and evidence that we are living inside of a creation, that there is a creator of all, and that this creation is imbued with divine energy. And that divine spark that created everything in the entire multiverse is in every single atom in my body. And because of that, I am divine and the divine is divine. So that means I am God and God is me. We are all God walking in the flesh. As a matter of fact, God is experiencing what it's like to be a human being in the third dimension, walking in the flesh through each and every one of us. Through each and every one of us. There's only one entity. There's only one consciousness. The fact that J.C. Clark may be somewhere across this planet watching this, and I'm sitting here across the other side of the planet watching this, doesn't mean anything. There's only one person. When I'm talking to J.C. Clark and you guys, I'm talking to myself. And when J.C. is talking to other people, he's talking to himself. We are all slightly different expressions of the same one consciousness. Separation is an illusion. Distance is an illusion. It's an illusion of the third dimension. Above the third dimension, distance doesn't exist. Time doesn't exist. The past, present, and future happen all at the same time. And there's oneness there, higher than the third dimension. It's something that we should all aspire to.
I took a man here once and predicted his future, and he still hasn't told his missus the truth, Dave. She remembers it. Now, that was to tell you where this is, and if we go to the book of Enoch, we'll find an angel came down to the earth, sent from God, and struck a sword through the earth, and that's the mark right there, because the watchers had come down and bore giants with the humans, and the watchers and the giants had corrupted the earth. And as you can see, they made this crack in the earth, and this is the actual crack in the earth, and they made it so that it could banish people to hell. And at the time, the giants were eating people, and the watchers had taught them to make, patu and kill people, and the watchers had taught them to sleep with each other and beautify the eyelids, and basically corrupted the children of the earth. Raphael or Azazel? I can't remember. It was a long time ago. But this is the story. All the giants you read about actually were in New Zealand. And the start of Israel and that is actually Zealandia. And if you think giants don't exist, one of the 10,000 holy ones sent me this, a beautiful goddess who's been around and found this in a cave under a rock in New Zealand. And as you can see, that's one big tooth. Now the problem is if how heaven and hell works. If someone goes around ripping off people and going on Trade Me and looking up a motorbike and going there with a shotgun and taking it off righteous people, the godless ripping off the righteous, then if you get rid of them and you say leave their body in the earth or in a swamp or a lake or anywhere, they actually will come back and haunt you. It's how the earth works. So if you want to banish a soul, it has to be a corrupted soul too. It can't be a righteous person, or the gods will pick you off your feet and throw you in there. But if you want to get rid of someone who's to never be seen again, and they had corrupted the children of the earth, got paid in bribery from robbing the watchers' ships. Actually, a couple of kayakers went down here in the 80s and they're still looking for them, because this is hell. This is how you banish a soul to hell, and it will never be seen again. It ends up in the core of the earth. And let me tell you, no one will ever find it again.
I make a generator for free energy, 220 watts. Let's see. This is a spanner, I think a magnet, and a bulb holder, the socket, the wire. Now this guy is testing the hack that making a generator with a 220 watts. That is crazy. Let's see if it will work. Which principle is this that they are using for those that understand these things of electricity and kind of stuff? I think this must be a hoax, because there is no... I don't think there is any power that is being supplied by the coils around the spanner. How? Oh, and the magnet. Okay. Let's see if anything will happen. Nothing. Nothing is happening. It's a hoax, definitely. I don't think this is how the principle of magnetism, electromagnetism works. For those that understand, please share.